With so many people working from home these days, it's important to talk about the ergonomics of when you're sitting at your desk. And there are many variations that you can do when working from home. We're going to talk about those as well. But if you're in a desk type setting like Courtney is here, it's important to make sure that you're sitting all the way back in the chair like she is sitting. You don't want to put the weight on the tip of the chair because it's going to put a lot of weight on your sacrum. You want to distribute your weight throughout your entire leg. The second thing is, you notice Courtney's hips are at 90 degrees and her knees are at 90 degrees. That's important as well. If you find that you don't have the leg length that you need to keep your knees and your hips at 90 degrees, get a shoe box or something like that at home and put it underneath where you're working, so that way you can keep your feet elevated so that you keep your hips and your knees at 90 degrees. We don't want to cause any more problems to your spine when you're working from home. The second thing is that the elbows should be at 90 degrees, which would be a perfect ideal situation. Difficult to do when you're working on a laptop, right? And in a perfect situation, the laptop should be actually elevated a little bit higher, about 10 degrees above the where your eyes are looking. So one of the ways that you can do that is elevate your laptop by using a ream of paper or some tissue boxes, or we were talking earlier about a shoebox or an old phone book if you still have one of those laying around the house. Obviously now the keyboard is much higher, and so that's not going to be ergonomically correct for you. It might be worth it for you to invest in a second keyboard that would either electronically plug into this, or that you would be able to use simultaneously with your laptop, and then you just push that laptop back, put your keyboard down here. Now you're closer to having the 90 degrees ergonomically correct. The most important thing I'd like you to do is change positions throughout the day. So I don't want you sitting all day long. And so let's talk about some other ways that you can work from home and things that you can do in order to prevent your body from having what this is called a sustained posture and creating more neck and back pain. One of the things I'd like you to consider doing is that when you are working from home and you get those important phone calls coming through, take advantage of that phone call and that conference time. And when you're on that phone, slip in your AirPods or slip in your earphones and maintain privacy of the phone call while simultaneously walking around and getting that exercise. You should be getting about 10,000 steps in per day at least. And when you are on conference calls and working from home, you can do that while logging your steps at the same time.